All right, guys, here's another percent question that is a review. We're going to find a percent of a part of a whole number. In this example, it says $12 out of $50 represents what percent? I'm going to show you two ways to solve this, and both will work. One just a little longer than the other. If I set up this $12 out of 50 is equal to some percent, we don't know what it is, the unknown, over 100. Well, the key point is to get the denominator to be the same, and then that way I should only have to look at your numerators and then get the answer. Well, the quickest way is, how can I make this 50 look like this 100? I can multiply this denominator by 2. So if I did the multiplication on the denominator to keep it in balance and still having the same equivalency, I have to do the exact same thing to the numerator. And now I get 100, I get x over 100 is equal to the value of 2 times the 12, which is 24, out of 50 times 2, which is 100. So therefore, x must give me the value of 24%. There it is. I'm going to swing over to the other side, and now I'm going to set it up as long division. Well, we know that if we have 12 over 50, 12 out of 50 is saying the exact same thing as how many, well, let me rephrase and put my arrow. How many times can 50 go into 12? So if I set it up as long division, 50 is, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, so I'm going to do it here. 50 divides into 12. And because we are dealing with a number as my divisor larger than my dividend, which is inside the umbrella, I am going to add 2 zeros with a decimal point in front. I didn't change the value of the 12. It's like saying $12. I can write it as 12 or 12.00. It means the same thing. So now I'm going to put my decimal point on top. How many groups of 50 can go into 12 without going over? Well, that's 0. So I'm going to put 0, do long division like I said, bring down my 0, and I don't have to worry about bringing this decimal point down any further because I already documented it in my answer. How many groups of 50 can go into 120 without going over? And the answer is 2. Well, 2 times 50 is 100. There it is. And then bring down, and I try to keep everything aligned. How many groups of 50 can you get out of this 200, which is 4? And now I get my answer as this, 24 hundredths. Well, we said we want it as a percent, not as a decimal. And we multiply this 24 hundredths by 100, because it's 100%. Now I have 2 trailing zeros, 1, 2, that takes care of this. Now I get 1 times the 24, and I had two digits behind the decimal, so I underline 2 from the far right, and there it is. So now I get this same answer through long division as I did with a proportion as 24%. Hope this helps.